On my mama, on my hood, I look fly, I look good. Touch my swag, this shit cool. I look fly, I look good.
Everyone's, don't you love Teddy when he got a new haircut? Don't you love Teddy? Bitches love Teddy, and Teddy loves bitches. Shout out to Anika Noni Rose. Jimmy, Teddy, love Teddy. All right, y'all. So look, this is the last time we saw the motherfuckers at Black Ink Crew New York when Caesar left to go run after Duchess because Duchess wanted to open up her own tattoo parlor in her hometown, okay, wherever the fuck she live at. I one of the Carolinas, y'all. I mixes them up all the time, north, south, bitch. I ain't never been there, so I can't like correlate. One of the fucking Carolinas, all right. So, is it North Carolina? It's North Carolina, right? Tell me I'm saying it right. Y'all gonna tell me if I'm saying it wrong anyway. So, he shut the shop down for like a whole fucking month. Okay? Fuck all the employees that's depending on their paychecks. Okay? But because of this, he decides to make Teddy his manager. Yay! Great for Teddy. He finally got a fucking job. I mean, a legit job. So anyway, Duchess is tired of people saying that she owes her success to C's. So last season we saw her trying to get her tattoo shop off the ground. She found a space, okay? Put the money down and everything. But then when it was come time to close, come to find out somebody else had got the property, okay? So she didn't get the property. So now she had to find another space. That space needs construction. And she's already been doing construction for the past, I guess few weeks. And now she needs $3,000 more to continue the construction so that they open at the time that she, has set aside for them to open. But she ain't got no more money. So she got to go back to New York to make some more money. But she don't want to go back to New York because she don't want to go back to the shop because she is sick and tired of all of Caesar's friends, Teddy, shit, all of them, I guess, making her feel like she ain't shit without him. And I don't think that's it. I don't know where she gets that from. Like, I've never perceived her that way. I have never perceived her that way. It's just the fact that you can't sit up there and point the finger at other women for doing that and then you do it yourself. That's the point that people make when they throw in your face that you're fucking your boss. It's the fact that you want to, go off on Donna or go off on Alex or whoever else for sleeping with one of the dudes in the shop when you're fucking like the main dude in the shop. And any preferential treatment that you get is because of C's. Because if you work somewhere else, you couldn't take those same advantages that you take because your man owns the shop. Let's be fucking real, okay? But I'm not saying that you owe your talent or your success as a tattoo artist to him, but you do owe it kind of to the show because I don't think you would have popped off this big had you not been on the show, okay? You wouldn't have done the magazine covers you did had you not been in the show. I mean, you might have done it, but it might have took you a longer time if you didn't have the exposure of being on this television show. And the reason why you're on the show is because he owns the shop. Not to say that discredits you though, Duchess, but it's there's a reason why people say that shit. It's not just because you some hoe out here trying to fuck, your way to the top. That's not it at all. Okay? It's because you do take certain advantages and you do act a certain way with people because your man own the shop. Like, let's be real. All right? So that's really what it is. Okay? So people was pissed off, okay? Like, motherfuckers was mad that he closed the shop for this bitch. So that's gonna add on to this whole we don't like Duchess shit. Because if it wasn't for Duchess, we wouldn't have lost our paychecks for a whole fucking month. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't afford to lose no paycheck in a month. I'm telling you right now. So I know they can't afford to do it because they live in New York. And that shit is expensive, okay? So, in order to keep the shop from ever having to close down like that again, he makes Teddy the manager. Thank God for fucking Teddy. Again, okay? The bitches love Teddy. And Teddy loves the bitches. Teddy loves the bitches. Rendition. Okay? Oh shit meets with crazy ass Kathy, and yes, I have to reference crazy because the bitch is crazy. Did I tell y'all that she came at me on Twitter and I was like the only person that's always kind of tried to be on her side, you know what I'm saying, and be, forgiving with some of her crazy shit, and she came at me sideways. I was like, you old part-time working ass bitch, like shut your dumb ass up. That's how I felt. Like once you go off on me about some dumb shit when I know I didn't say anything, I know when I say shit, okay? I know when I say shit, okay? But that wasn't one of them times. And, you can kiss my ass after that. So anyway, basically, she tells him that she wants to put him on child support, okay? Because he is inconsistent with the money that he gives her. And he got, 2-3 other children to give money to. You know what I'm saying? Achilles is not his only child. So, of course, he can't afford to get his bitch no $500 fucking dollars in a month because he got to give it to the other kids. Plus, he got to pay his own rent. Like, nigga making money, but nigga ain't making money like that. Like, calm the fuck down, okay? But at the same time, Kathy, you should have been put his ass on child support, okay? You should have been put him on child support just to make sure he was doing what he was supposed to be fucking doing and to stop. But I feel like you always wanted to have dealings with him. A part of putting a nigga on child support is so you can stop having to fuck with him. Okay? And you always want an excuse to see a nigga. So, of course, picking up money, you're going to have to see him. Like, I feel like that's really why she hasn't done it all this time. And I think now she's finally getting it into her head that they probably not going to get back together. So, and I also feel like she's slightly being bitter about it. But at the end of the day, this is what she was supposed to do from the beginning. So, good, Kathy. Put his ass on child support. A part of taking responsibility shit is realizing, Richard, that it's nobody's fault but your own if you get arrested, okay? Or if you have to spend more time in jail because nobody told you to be on fucking coke, okay? No, and that's an expensive ass drug habit. If I'm correct, they found cocaine on you. They didn't find crack. I hope that wasn't crack. That was powder form cocaine, which is more expensive than crack, okay? So I want to understand how you can pay for crack or coke or whatever, but you don't have enough money to give your kid. Cocaine is not cheap, okay? I'm not saying it because I've done it, because I have not. But I just know that the reason why Whitney said crack is whack, I make too much money to ever smoke crack, is because, bitch, I make too much money to smoke crack. Why not up the grade if I can afford the cocaine, okay? Like, that's the point, okay? I'm rich, bitch. I do expensive drugs, okay? Cocaine is expensive drugs. So broke niggas with buku kids shouldn't be doing shit like that. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to get his shit together, so we're gonna give him the benefit of the doubt for now. But I just didn't like the way he was coming at her like it's her fucking fault or her responsibility that he might have to go to jail. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. Okay? I don't want to hear that shit. Alright? So look, Cease and Duchess go on a date. And, he gives her, like, her first $100 bill to put in her business in a frame. It was very nice. And she's like, but baby, I didn't make it myself. And I'm like, bitch, when you make your first 100, you take the 100 out of the picture and then put the one that you made in there and then spend the 100. Okay, like this is not rocket science. Kiss the man and say thank you, bitch. Okay, but she in a bad mood and it was obvious it was because she wasn't feeling good. But of course, once again, we got to hear about how she doesn't want to go back to the shop because she doesn't want to deal with his punk ass friends talking about how the only reason she winning right now is because she fucking with him. That's not true, Duchess. Don't let them make you believe that, honey. That's not what it is, though. I don't think that's what they're saying. I'm just saying, okay? Anyway, so she starts to get sick, okay? Just talking about how she didn't want to go to Black Ink, but then instead of throwing up in the restaurant they was in, I don't know, she goes and throws up in Black Ink Crew, and now we gotta wonder if the bitch is pregnant. They take a pregnancy test later on. The bitch ain't pregnant. She just had a stomach virus or some shit, okay? Walt does some nasty photo shoot for Donna to give to her old man. Y'all remember her old man with the missing, I think it was missing or fucked up teeth. Either one. He looked like, he had fucked up childhood. But he went to jail for selling crack the week after they got engaged. So now she's, out, and well, he's in jail. She's out. She's sad about it. She feeling some type of way. And I don't think she's going to be faithful to the nigga or nothing like that. Talking about she going to wait for him. Girl, you couldn't wait for him when he was out of jail, girl. Bye. But, and come on, Dinah. Come on, baby. You're a hoe, okay? Like, I'm sorry. But there ain't no spinning it. There ain't no, feeling sorry, for your feelings, bitch. You a hoe. That's how you live. hey, I still like you, Donna, but you're a hoe. It's the realization of it all. And I know you don't have a problem with that, because you act like you don't care when people, call you that. I fucked you. Bitch, at the end of the day, you still got fucked. You got penetrated. You're a hoe. Double standard, I know. It's fucked up. It's what it is. Sorry. So, okay, I didn't mention it, but oh shit goes to talk to C's about this baby mama drama, and he tells him he should fuck her. I was like, nigga, that shit don't work for long. It don't work for long. Especially with Kathy. You can't fuck Kathy because Kathy gonna want a relationship. She gonna kill other bitches on your behalf, okay? And he said I wouldn't touch her with a 10-foot pole. And I'm like, good, Richard, make a good decision, okay? You cannot have another child by that crazy bitch, okay? You cannot do that to your gene pool, sir, okay? And so yeah, Donna, just when we try to, hope for the best for you, okay, bitch, you come in the shop and ask Ted if you can do this tattoo. First of all, you come with no supplies, and you come in just to ask, but you come in to ask to do it on the day that you're asking. That's retarded, bitch. You should have came over there the day before to ask, okay? Or you should have scheduled it for the next day and, just came to ask that day if you was going to have to go all the way across fucking New York City to get your supplies and drive all the way back like New York don't stay having fucked up traffic, which is why most people don't have fucking cars, okay? So I was just very confused from jump. This is just some dumb shit, Donna, but this is just like the the fucking cherry on top of the ice cream about how this bitch ain't that there. Like, that she a little slow, bruh. Like, it's so much I can say about, the fundamentals of somebody being like this, this dumb. I hate to say, you don't want to call people stupid and dumb. You don't want to say shit like that. That's mean, But the bitch is, like, scientifically, as scientifically as I could possibly say this shit, this bitch is dumb. The bitch is dumb, okay? If there's a test we can take, I'm sure that she would pass the dumb test with flying colors, and then I can say it without people, being like, damn, Brenda, you being mean. The bitch stupid. I can't, okay? So that she had the girl waiting for 3 hours damn near, and Teddy just told the girl to leave, and she was crying and all upset, but it's like, you can only blame yourself. You didn't come prepared. But you want somebody to constantly be giving you chance after chance. I just can't, y'all. I can't. In the last part of the episode that I found so like retarded and annoying on behalf of Caesar is when the police come into his shop while he's doing a tattoo to arrest him for back child support on a warrant. Like, here's my thing, okay? Don't get me wrong, I do not like when men don't take care of their children, but I also don't like bringing the fucking mod squad into this tattoo place to pick up this man on his job at his business. You know what I'm saying? With all these fucking cameras around. Y'all showing off. Did y'all really need all them niggas to come and get him? Yeah, that nigga kind of swole and shit. But it seemed like y'all was mob deep in that motherfucker on some child support shit. It seemed to me that it was doing too much. To me, it seemed like it was too much. And, I don't know what their situation is, but I would hope that this man is paying his child support, okay? I would really, really want to believe that at this point, with all this shit that he got going on, that he is paying his child support. I don't know why the fuck a judge would okay them going to pick him up like this, but I just felt like it was fucked up. I really did. I felt like it was fucked up. I don't know. Why the fuck do people be calling me like that? If I ain't answered the phone after like 4 rings, bitch, hang up. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, y'all, that's how I felt about it. I'm so tired. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I love y'all. Come back with my Black Ink Crew review. You heard me? Peace out.
On my mama, on